Hello, my name's Sheldon and welcome back for another episode of Victory as USA. In previous episode we managed to get a bit of a chunk of Amazon rainforest over here, and then, well, Argentina grew quite a bit. We also declared war on Mexico, which did increase our infamy quite drastically, but, you know, we did go for 3 states from them, and some of them were a bit on the expensive side, but this war should be over in due time. I don't think they'll be standing for too much longer, because we've got the war goals. Okay, they're not willing to take this yet, but I'm sure that they will soon enough. And they're losing 8 per week on the wall support already. And it will go below 0 already as well, so that is very handy. And we've got some battles. Oh yeah, they're pushing into Veracruz. Oh, little by little. Robber barons, local authorities, and elements of the evangelicals are divided on the best direction to shape Amazonian peoples of Para. Every argument, however, is rooted in self-interest. Education is a distraction, the hands are for labor, not writing. We shall make Americans of them yet. We will make the Americans of them eventually. There we go, we're getting a bit of Mexico. We've got quite a bit of influence available right now. I'm going to mostly focus on letting that be used to reduce our infamy right now. Oh, there we go. It's only minus 70 now on the peace acceptance. Peace knows no borders. Well, actually, intelligence is no longer influential. I'm kind of hoping that the evangelicals won't be either, to be fair. So I'm gonna... Oh, Canada is a thing at least now. But I'm gonna just increase the intelligence approval. Even though they are not really in the fray right now. Right, just to... Oh, yeah, there we go. That's another... Oaxaca's been occupied already. So I suspect they're probably willing... Yeah, they're willing to take a peace deal now. So let's propose a peace deal. Get out of this war. There we are, and then what we'll do is we'll quickly just reset the production methods on these 3 states to at least somewhat align with our usual. Mexico supported separatism. I wonder why. We might be getting quite a bit of radicals from these conquests, admittedly. We didn't get a whole lot of GDP, but I suspect that's alright. Oh, now we're starting to get the rubber plantation. Now, unfortunately, the construction efficiency in here is rather small. That's partially because the turmoil is still pretty high. And of course devastation is still there. We haven't incorporated state either. I'm going to go ahead and drop some of the rubber plantations down the list. We'll get the academies and steel mills. We'll get some universities. Then we'll get the rubber plantations. Although even before that we could probably get some more stuff. Like... get a few more banana plantations. Actually most of these are probably not going to be that great for banana plantations yet. We've got 10 levels already in there, though. So maybe we don't need that too desperately. What we do need, though, is probably need to get some more logging camps. Oh, right, there's no logging in there, and there's some of the logging already in here. Let's start just do the softwood production right now. Just to make sure that we can supply a little bit larger. So we do also need quite a bit of tools, actually. So the tooling workshops, earnings. West Virginia would be quite profitable, so we'll make one there. Pennsylvania doesn't have the infrastructure, so we'll build one in Kentucky as well. So there's 2 of them. There's not going to be a whole lot of extra tools, but it does help a little bit in offsetting the cost. And of course, also, I suppose eventually we'll be getting the vulcanization. But it's currently not spreading to us. And actually, what is spreading to us anyway? Oh, the open heart process is spreading. Okay. Well, that's rather handy. Which is something that we are planning on researching, but I don't know if we'll actually need to. Ooh, actually, I wonder... We didn't get the pumps yet, so we can't actually set the rubber plantations to have automatic irrigation. No, not yet. Eventually, though, I'm sure, but not quite yet. We've still got a whole lot of bureaucracy. My goodness, we may have gone a little bit overboard there. Is there any more states that we could maybe incorporate? Oh, yes, they are. Well, there goes quite a bit of the points. For colonizing that, we could, of course... turn Somaliland and Kenya into states as well, but I don't think I will. We'll have some colonies down there. Eventually, right now we're just not quite there yet. And I suspect that there's still no support for the... no. Ooh, there we go, there's corporatism at least. Don't want to switch to corporate state though. And since it's suffrage, we can't go to universal suffrage yet. I do want to go for it eventually, but that's not quite there yet. Now, regulatory bodies, there's not a whole lot of well, not a whole lot of opposition for it. There's some support for it. We could try to push for it. That's also... I guess that's going to cost a little bit of bureaucracy, but that would, technically speaking, start helping us a little bit with the mortality rates or the dangerous working conditions, so that would, technically speaking, help. We'll try to pass the law, even if it doesn't go quickly. We'll at least get that going. And now we need to let the infamy drop down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Anarchism spreading. Well, hold on a minute. Didn't we... No, we had the human rights that we're going to be researching. There we go. We're getting a good 100 innovation per week now. We could have up to 144, but we're not quite there yet. Sort of National Awakening Saxony. Alright then. There we go. At least, you know what? I'm going to go and prioritize the Arts Academy over here. Probably 2 of them, actually. So that we can still get something that helps our economy while we wait for the rubber plantation to very, very slowly build. The National Advocate. Mexican National Movement. Okay. I'm not going to deny them printing license necessarily. They will get a little bit more attraction, but I think it's mostly going to be fine. They got a lot of activism, but they're not too popular, luckily. There's the Labour Movement, which is 30% support, which is quite significant. And it does have most of the factions pressured, at least to some degree. We'll see how that goes, quite frankly. But there we go. We've hit over 90 billion GDP, and law enforcement and home affairs have been upgraded. Let's actually have a look at our ledger again briefly. So we've all taken Germany just about. Britain does have about 8 million ahead of us. Ooh, Krieg mass immigration to Virginia. Alright then. What do we have? Fight for the franchise. President Cron has begun a campaign emphasizing the Socialist Party of America's pro-franchise platform, proposing greatly expanding voting rights for all segments of society if the party is elected. Form an election coalition with other pro-franchise candidates. So liberals, radicals, and modernization movements gets popular traction, and Socialist Party gets a bit more momentum. Or we just push for the momentum. Let's actually have a look. What is the situation right now? So Socialists have... it's only 16% of the vote. I think they could use a bit more long-term support right now with the various movements. Like the Liberal movement and Radical movement. So we go for those. Although I don't think Radical movement doesn't actually exist right now. Liberal movement does. Ooh, and what do we have now? Worker safety negotiations. We're going to support the trade unions, so we'll get a bit more loyalists from the lower strata. A bit more success chance. Enactment time is increased, but that's alright. The other one would be to take the -5. It's basically inverse. But more loyalists from the upper strata. But now, we'll support the trade unions. That's the long-term goal for this series anyway. Right, let's go and get another steel mill. Well, not steel mill. Arts Academy up the top of the lists here. So we can bypass some of the rubber plantations because they're still taking a long while. Although, I do believe the devastation has started dropping in here. And the turmoil's also started dropping. So soon enough, it will probably drop below 75% at least. And thus the construction efficiency will be increasing drastically. At least it should. Bourgeoisie fears. To the fears of the upper class with regards to potential Socialist Party of America government. One of the agitators, I believe... Oh. Yeah. One of the trade unions agitators, actually. Carried out series of meetings with wealthy influencers stressing the importance of reform still adhering to American values. Reform against revolution. Sure, I guess we'll get them a bit more momentum. But they're still going to be losing a whole lot of votes in this election, though. But I suppose it could be still worse. But yeah, Democratic Party seems to be the one that is going to be winning the election once again. Not much I can do about that quite yet, but we're slowly, especially if we start increasing the amount of labourers and all that, instead of farmers. Actually, how much of the population is peasants right now? 5 million. So it's still quite a significant portion. But yeah, that's something that we need to start somewhat dealing with. Now, I suppose we're no longer losing money, so let's go and switch another of the construction sectors into using the steel frame. Preferably one of the ones, yeah, Kentucky could be the next one. There we go. So that's already 425 construction. God's will. Harold Brushwiller of the Evangelicals has been seen preaching in favor of the Democratic Party, convinced that their victory has been foreseen in God's plans. We'll give a bit more momentum for the Socialist Party, I think. Okay, there we go. They're supposed to get about 20% of the votes. anymore. Right, so I suppose I'm just going to go and survey the Suez Isthmus. I don't know if I'll be able to buy that from Britain. Most likely not. But we'll get that eventually, at least. And also, I suppose since we've gotten this statue, let's actually have a look at the power block real quick. So we've still got 4 years to go. I think we've got the statue, though, but I don't think that has a whole lot of impact. We got it in New York, didn't we? Yeah, the power block statue. So universal political strength is increased. A little bit more influence and prestige and some urbanization, but that's about it. And they... oh, that's just some bureaucrats that are hired there. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. The Red Scare. Members of the Democratic Party have been vigorously warning voters against Socialist Party of America's electoral campaign. Ooh, how bad is the support? I mean, it's not too bad yet. So we could give more momentum. Yeah, we'll just give more momentum. That was the only somewhat good option available for us right now. With our goals in mind. Right, how far are we from the Panama Canal? It's it's after the California stuff. Okay. That's not too far off them. Let's get the 2 steel mills to the top of the list there. So at least getting some... I don't think we have a shortage of paper anymore. We've still got a little bit, but it's not that bad. Like, the price isn't too bad. Oh dear, gold depleted in Alaska. Well, let's go ahead and get some more gold mines underway there. Oh, the regulatory report is actually going forward. Fruitful endorsement. In gesture of solidarity with the Democratic Party, Giuseppe Mazzini, who is intelligentsia, encourages his supporters to vote in the ongoing election. So... okay, that... I guess we'll just give them generic momentum. I don't really want to support the evangelicals too much. I want their clout to be gone, so that we can then start reducing the amount of votes that Democrats get in the elections. At least in theory. We'll see how it goes. We're still making a bit of money. The investment pool is still increasing. You know what? I'm going to go and upgrade another one of the construction sectors. We've still got some that are... yeah, Minnesota is going to get another steel frame. So, of course, it does increase the steel shortage even further. We're going to build some more steel mills. I suppose we might want to just build some more steel mills already. We've got a few already queued up. Yeah, Minnesota is going to be a good one. Kentucky is going to be another good one. At least provide a little bit of the local demand. Maybe more Minnesota, and more Minnesota. So that's going to be another 5. That'll probably be enough for a little bit. Yeah, glass price is starting to be a bit high as well, actually. Partisan papers. Also get the paper mill throughput right now. And then also, Alaska could use a bit of a rail... oh, actually, there's a railway already underway. Well, never mind then. Is that... oh yeah, that's the private sector building it right now. Well, that's good. And the infamy has almost dropped below 16. Ooh. Freedom of thought completed. Those who seek to think boldly and freely are increasingly finding the United States of America to be one of the safest places to explore their ideas. Here we have the modern artists, so Arts Academy building throughput goes up, or university. You know what, we'll take the university building throughput, because that means more innovation. It's probably going to take a week to recalculate it. Yeah, there we go, 112 innovation per week. Oh, and Democratic Party got 80% of the votes, or 79% of the votes. Right, what's... how quickly is the open heart process? It might be done before we even get to that. Which, if that's the case, what we might want to do, either go for vulcanization to get the tool production going up. And also, we can then start using the elastics in textile mills. That could be somewhat handy, because we will have some rubber, at least, from Para. We could probably even get some more in there, but right now, of course, the construction speed over there is rather limited. The turmoil is down to 76.6% and devastation 2.3%. Then I suppose since it's non-incorporated or unincorporated state, that also has a bit of an impact on the construction speed. Plus, I suppose the... oh yeah, the Amazon rainforest is minus 30. So even if we get the turmoil below 75%, it's still not going to be a whole lot of increase. But of course, it goes from basically 5% efficiency to, I think, 10%, 20%, somewhere around there. So it's a decent increase comparatively, but it's still going to be very slow construction. And looks like we are still number 4 in GDP. We still lead the Germans by a little bit. We are slowly catching up with India. Unfortunately, Britain's still kind of getting away from us. But of course, partially that's because we're building a lot of things that are being built very slowly. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just get another steel mill up the list here. Start building that one. So that by the time that those are done, hopefully the turmoil down here has gone below 75%. Because it is going fairly quickly. Actually, maybe not that quickly. Actually, let's have a look. Oh yeah, no, it's going down. In about a week, it goes down by like 0.1%. So it's still going to take a while, but it's going to be below 75% sooner. So by the time that the steel mills are done, that we're currently building, we will have gotten the construction efficiency up as well, I reckon. There's also foreign... oh yeah. There's a lot of foreign stuff being built in our nation as well. So, you know why... oh, gold discovered in Alaska. We just had gold depleted in there, but you know what? Sure. There we are. There's room for a lot of people to move into Alaska, quite frankly. Also, how is the population of the American West going? We've got 7.5 million already, so still need to more than double the amount. Might want to get some more logging over here, and also a bit more logging over here in Washington. I'm going to go with the softwood production right now, just to increase that a little bit further. Although I don't suppose the wood shortage is quite as bad anymore. No, we've got a little bit shortage, but it's not too bad. We are still importing a tiny bit, but that's much more manageable. Crooked connections. Industrialists already are a little bit upset. I'm going to do that so we can speed up the process on the regulatory bodies. We might be able to complete that soon enough. And has the... Nope. Hasn't dropped the turmoil too much yet, but oh, it's so close. It's like maybe 1 week away to being below 75%. I mean, to be fair, the situation for the people should be improving drastically. Where the standard of living, it's nearly 10 on average, which is not too bad. I'm doing a little bit trade from here as well, actually. Oh, iron mine building throughput over here is going to be increased. Okay. First of all, we got the port. That's fully sorted out. We'll get a railway in there. Somewhere down the line. It's not going to be built anytime soon, mind you. Now, how's the turmoil now? It is below 75%. So in theory, the construction speed should be improved now. But in practice, it doesn't seem to be. I suppose there's a minus 30 from there. And there's still a minus 47? Plus potentially a little bit minus from the unincorporated status. Actually, let's have a look. What does it boil down to? Yeah, unincorporated status minus 20%. Amazon rainforest minus 30%. And then the high turmoil, so that's still going to be minus 95. Okay, so that's not going to be great. I'm just going to go and push another of the steel mills up the list. In about half a year, we'll get some other plantations done. Opposition members put forth demands. Right, evangelicals would lose a bit of approval. I don't know if I want to lose their approval too much right now. Though we take a bit of a hit on the chances there. I think it's plus 10% though. No, we'll take that hit. It does mean that the authority is reduced a little bit, but I think we'll still be above... Oh, no, we'll be exactly at 0 actually. Labour movement still has 30% support, so that's not too bad. The Devil's Railroad. Full steam ahead. I don't want to take even further penalties than the construction. Although I suppose the construction speed can't go below a 5% essentially. Or it can't be smaller than minus 95%, technically speaking, I guess. There we go, getting more and more of the steel mills. Still need over 1,000 steel in our market. Oh boy. Oh, what's this then? France wants to get another trade privilege treaty. You know what? Sure. We can probably do quite a bit of trading with them. And let's also get the railway in Pennsylvania up the list. So Illinois is going to get another steel mill shortly. And after that, I guess it's going to be building stuff in California, quite frankly. Let's get the fertilizer plant up the list. So we'll slowly approach the 100 million GDP. Might still take a little while, but I'm sure that that's still going to be very much worthwhile. Oh, Austria is fighting... Well, Austria and Hungary and Egypt and Hejaz are fighting against Britain. Why is this war about? So, Britain wants to conquer more land in Egypt. A lot more land in Egypt. They are a little bit worried. I suppose partially because the enemy will have a numbers advantage on the ground. But not so much with the fleets. And I don't think they factor... Oh, Belgium side of Britain. Alright then. Am I leaning either side? No. Oh, low debate success. Another plus 10%. There we go. 42%. We might actually get the regulatory bodies soon enough. Right, so Pennsylvania is finally getting that railway that we're needing. I mean, it's still going to take a little while. It's actually going to be built at the same time as some of the rubber plantations. But have we managed to reduce the... Oh yeah, the turmoil has gone below 74% already. We need to go below 50% before we actually get the construction efficiency up. Or we need to incorporate the state, which I suppose incorporation might be happening roughly at the same time. Oh, France decided to declare as a rival. Well, there goes that treaty. So much for the trade, eh? I'm going to declare neutrality over here. Well, I might go ahead and just declare rivalry on France as well. If you keep on declaring rivalry on me, I'll do the same. That does give us a lot more infamy, which, or not infamy, influence, rather. Which we could utilize to... Well, we can't invite any countries yet. Nicaragua is still... Well, actually, Venezuela, can I... I suppose we'll start to improve... No, we can't improve relations with you. And I'm guessing that you do not want a treaty for the embassy. It wouldn't be too bad. If I guarantee you independence, you would take that. Sure. And similarly, right, Nicaragua was another one of them, wasn't it? Oh, you will take the embassy already. There we go. Let's get that one, and then... Who was the last one? New Granada. Alright, we've got some other stuff in there already. Oh, we don't have an embassy there. Oh. They don't really want it right now, quite frankly. If I put that in there, we'd have to provide them with a lot of stuff. Maybe we could give them military assistance. That would be plus 13. Investment rights would be plus 40. That's already plus 20. And then maybe if we provide them with some goods. Let's see, something that we got plenty that they need. Well, ammunition we don't have plenty. Not really a whole lot of options that they would really like from us. Let's cancel that one. We could, of course, just transfer money, I guess. Let's say, if we just need to get 10 points. Okay, somewhere around 15 to 1600 pounds a week should do. So that's guaranteed acceptance. Could have just given them an obligation, to be fair, but it's not like we're short on cash. Plus the investment was 46 million. There we go. Now we should be able to get a little bit more for the influence between, like, New Granada. We're going to have a whole lot. We'll have, yeah, be able to get them into the faction, I reckon. Nicaragua will be able to get them into the faction, and Venezuela, maybe not. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we'll get all three, hopefully, into the Workers' Union. And we're just 29 months away from getting another of the principles as well. Or mandate to get another principle. I wonder how this war is actually going to go. So there's, I think the British side is actually going to win this. Because they've got the numbers advantage. Especially fleet-wise. Oh dear, debate failed. Well, easy come, easy go, I suppose. Another steel mill will be built soon. We'll get another explosive factory, and then I suppose we can start working on the Panama Canal already. It's not the best construction efficiency that we have, but it'll do. Oh, well, there we go. That's naval training tech. Let's actually go ahead and queue up something more in the military. So the floating harbor is already spreading. I don't think we need to go for that one. I think I'm gonna go for the modern nursing, actually. And now we're getting the human rights. We're also getting the anarchism slowly spreading to us. Or somewhat slowly spreading to us, so that'll be good. And the server is soon completed. Oh, nearly 100 million. Well, since we are building a few more of the factories, that should definitely help. Oh, mining accidents. I'm going to get some more... I'm going to support the trade unions, actually. The industrialists are very upset right now, but I suppose that's got to be alright. We'll get a little bit less taxes, but they'll be happy eventually. And trade unions are... Oh, they've lost a lot of their influence. They used to be 25% allowed, but now they're down to 17. Hey, debate success. There we go. And it still hasn't gone forward from the stage 2, I guess, but we'll eventually have that. Well, there we go. Now we're building the canal, and we're still building a couple more rubber plantations. I don't suppose we actually use the rubber all that much yet, do we? Well, we don't have any workers in here yet either, so that would probably partially be the reason. Oh, there we go. Now there's a bit of production, but yeah, there's not a whole lot of demand for it yet. Nor is there a whole lot of demand in the world market now, admittedly. Wait, no, we don't... Oh, yeah, we don't actually have anything that needs it yet. However, once we get the vulcanization, then we'll actually have some proper use for it. We do have quite a bit of radicals, but also we're starting to get a lot more loyalists overall. I suppose the population's already over 50 million as well, so that would explain a little bit. The turmoil is very, very slowly dropping down here. Yeah, we don't really have anything that needs it yet. Hey, there we go, so server completed. Oh, we might be able to get the land from the British. You know what, we'll make them an offer, I guess. And then can we actually make the... They might not be willing to give us that, to be fair. Ooh, gold discovered in Nevada. Well, well, well. Oh yeah, we've got 7 gold fields there. That's gotta be a lot of money. I mean, to be fair, if we have a look at the minting, how much of that is from gold? A lot. You know, the 133,000, about 99,000 are from GDP. Everything else is from gold. So that's about 34,000 per week that we get from gold minting. Plus, that's also increased with the modifier. So that's... Oh, hello. We can populate or promote European migration again. It's going to cost a little bit of authority and influence. Oh, Swedish brought from Finland again. But moving to Nevada this time. That seems like a very unfinished place. I suppose there's the Swedes moving in there from Finland, but still. Seems like an odd place to move into. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. Also, we may need to get some more productions over here. I suppose the explosive factory is going to be quite handy. I don't suppose we have lead over here nearby. Not that it doesn't need to be nearby, to be fair. Just wondering. I know that we've got some lead somewhere. I was just caught on where they are exactly. Oh, what was that? We've got a research done. Oh, right, that was the floating harbor. Oh, yeah, mass scale trading. Oh, perfect. That's going to be very profitable, I reckon. Also, we should get the naval trading on, but trading centers. Oh, also fishing walls. We should probably get this steam trawlers in there. Ports are going to get the industrial ports. And there we go. So mass scale trading. That's going to increase the merchant marine price quite a bit. It's going to be alright. We just purchase more or something, I don't know. Also, let's go out and increase our construction speed again a little bit. By upgrading yet another building. Let's see, where do we want to upgrade next? Missouri, you're next. That's going to be another 25 construction speed. Bait failed again. Oh, wow. It's going back and forth. Oh, it's a modern nursing that is spreading. Okay, well, that might be done before we get to it then. It's a good one, though. It's definitely a good one. I do actually wonder, how is the profitability of the plantations that we do have down here? It's not great. Could definitely be better. Also, let's actually have a quick look at our... so the naval shipyards, especially, some of them weren't particularly profitable anymore. Also, rye farms. Oh, right, I don't actually have the control of that. I don't know if... I guess we can start putting some more automation on some of the buildings. Some of them might not be very profitable necessarily right now then, but that frees up a bit more workers. So military shipyards. Oh, it's the ironclads that are not really needed yet much. Man of wars are still in decent demand, I guess. I guess I could get the steam ships to increase the... Nah, that's not going to be profitable. What are the shipyards? Which one? Okay, so it is the steamers that... or steamships that are not profitable right now. That's a bit of a shame. Tuning workshops is there. Well, that might increase the productivity slightly. Also, let's increase the precision tools. We've got the mechanized workshops already. So we are making a whole lot of luxury furniture, but of course since the population's slowly getting wealthier and wealthier, there's going to be more demand for the luxury furniture. Oh, mechanized loom could increase the profitability, but that's 400 tools that we would need. I don't think that's going to be profitable. Right, there we go. With those upgrades, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.